Let's see, how do I delete a commit off of GitHub? Because I guess I messed up my branches. So yeah, they're in the right state now locally, but I guess week 11 still has still has a week 12 commit in it. I guess one commit isn't so bad, but let's see. Let's see if we can log in and take a peek. How do I just get to my repo? Oh, right. It's in the community user. Yeah, how do I just delete this commit? Delete commit from remote. There are several methods to delete or undo the commit. In that case, you can use git revert, rebase, or reset. Rebase doesn't add one extra commit compared to git revert. Git revert adds one extra commit. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so rebase then. Oh, let's see, what branch am I on? Okay, let's see what we got now. There we go. Thank you, Stack Overflow. And now I'd like to upvote this, but I need 15 reputation to cast a vote. But your feedback has been recorded. Okay. Guess I need to like find some easy questions to answer or something. I have like one one reputation or something. Anyway, so what are we working on today? I've been using the app that we've been working on, the queue, and it really needs some of these missing features. See, let's get back on the right branch. Oh, but yes, I should first tweet out that we're live. I'll just drop this into Discord real quick too. Okay, yeah. So I've got the app running on my phone over test flight, and it's working pretty good. I just need to add a few more features to it, and we can go back to possibly some other apps that we've been working on. For one, we can't change the date on a new thing if we're trying to write something that happened yesterday. Another thing is these two buttons don't work, and of course, the adding the to-dos doesn't work. Storylines was like kind of a little far off to the left for me. I guess I'm right-handed. I was holding the phone with my right hand. So maybe this like bottom bar isn't the right thing. Maybe I want like TikTok style buttons over here, little floaters. But let's get the functionality to work first. And I will say that having the multiple colors / textures on each node was helpful for when I was blogging yesterday. It was kind of a lot more easy to see which node was which, because otherwise it'd be just a whole bunch of blocks. So I did like that part. And I am not sure where the keyboard is. If I type, like, nothing is happening. Yeah, software keyboard is not here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So then if I go back to connect hardware keyboard. Yeah, I don't know why this wasn't working the other day, but I guess it's working now. What should we say? Working on this app again today. And see, like, I want to put to-dos in here, and the idea was like to-dos would go in sort of a next steps view, but I feel like it's just kind of stuff in this view. And I don't know if I'm not sure the best way to sort of denote a to-do in the app. I guess that'll take some figuring out. What to do about to-dos. So this is about the queue, this app. Yeah, so what should happen when I go up? We should have the we should scroll upwards. Now, before I dive too far into that, I did hear a little rumor about vertical tab bars at WWDC23. Vertical tab bar WWDC 23. Let's see if I'm making stuff up or... How old is this question? 2 months ago. 11 years, 2 months ago. Okay, so that's not this one. Oh, hey, welcome to the community, Elias 1000. Thank you so much for joining in. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Vertical tab bar. Maybe let's go to the WWDC website and see if it's in there somewhere. Because I know there's like documentation about all the new stuff. Like where's the what's new in Swift? What's new in SwiftUI WWDC 23? So here's the video of it. Is this searchable? Can I search for Command F, tab? See, there's 24 matches of this. Tables, portable. Okay, I think we loop back up to the top. Okay, yeah, so I don't quite see this. Tab view gets new vertical paging style driven by the digital crown. So there's something new here. Is this only for Apple Watch though? Let's see. So it is here for real. We see tab view and we see vertical paging style. Let's look at the documentation. Make it a little bit bigger. I don't see any new beta stuff here. Am I looking at the wrong documentation? No, I'm in the Xcode beta. Maybe that's only... Maybe that's only on the watch? At the root of these design changes are several existing SwiftUI views newly empowered by watchOS 10. Get beautiful new transitions. Oh, so this is only on the watch. Oof. Okay. I guess we'll keep doing what we've been doing, which is we did some rotation transformations. Okay, so let's take a look at that view in our code. This is the right app, but not the right view. So the screen is the think it's this screen. Then we have the action bar. The action bar. Yeah, the buttons are doing nothing right now. So on the color screen, I'm using this tab view. That's not what I remember. Oh, this was just to right, this was just to try it out. See if it worked or not. Okay. And I must have deleted all of this stuff to get this new style working that we did last Sunday. Yeah, so we push the button, we want to sort of get the previous one and like do an animate. I guess let's work on this one to start. Now, new and edit, they look exactly the same, right? How are we doing the new bit again? Let's see, story root. They're showing add entry pop-up. Okay, so this is on story root. This should move to, yeah, I think the first thing we need to do is move this to the navigation model. Okay, yeah, so we want to move this over to the navigation model. So let's delete this, and then the compiler will guide us. Yeah, so when we click right, we want to flip that up. That's true. And then down here, so this will be, I think it's $nav dot is how we do it. Yeah. Still getting a little bit of red here, but it compiled. Okay, here we go. Now it's gone. Kind of amazing that it's kind of opening like down here and not up here. I wonder why that is. Okay, so it's still working. I mean, other than the scroll view acting a little weird, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. That is not a deal breaker just to, because I guess the first part of making an app is we want to make sure that it's solving a problem, that it's kind of the idea is working. And once we know the idea is working, we can work on skinning and making it better, making it more beautiful, making it more fun to use. Okay, so if we're going to edit previously, we want to make sure that we're closing the pop-up. We can just go ahead and test that out to start. And say we're going to make a new one, but we're going to go up. So it closes. But yeah, because we didn't add anything else in. And I wonder, maybe we don't even have to pass in the ID here because we have it upstairs. But I guess this means we don't need to unwrap the ID. So we'll leave it in there for now. We do want to keep our code simple, so let's keep an eye on perhaps a time when we can do that. And I guess I'm about to write a database call here in my nav model. It's kind of more like a nav controller if I do that, which is maybe fine. I think I'm just going to walk forward with it, and we can always clean things up as we go. So I think, let's see. So then this needs a reference to the database, and this is not a view, huh? Yeah, so maybe this shouldn't be on the nav controller. Maybe this should be as part of that that button. The button should just find the ID and then tell the nav to it. I could see that working. So that becomes a method on this tab bar thing. And what the call that we want to do is we want to say nav dot edit, and then we want to pass it in a previous ID, I suppose. So we need to find the previous ID. And I guess this would be a database call. And where do I want to put this? In some kind of some kind of repository object, perhaps, because I don't want to stick this right on the database. Database writer. something like that. And then this becomes something that we can test actually. Yeah, I don't want to quite call this a query because that kind of means something for GRDB, which is the database tool that we're using. Let's see. So we do need the database from the environment. So that should solve some of these issues down here. Yep, there we go. Yeah, now we can just move this somewhere else. It does need a better name. Finder. I guess traditionally, like wrappers around the database are called like repositories or repos. That name is not really resonating with me today. I wonder if there's something else I could do. I could call it. Let's see. Let's ask Google. What would this might be? What might this be called? Database repository. The DAO pattern. That's for simple CRUD operations. That's not exactly what I'm doing. The repository is a mechanism for encapsulating storage, retrieval, and search behavior. Yeah, this is not quite a repository. It's just doing like some simple stuff. This thing. I don't want to put like every every database call on this thing. But maybe we'll call it like a search or something. And let's move this over here to the database folder, and then let's write a test for it. Oops, I didn't mean to make a new group. I meant to make a new file. Kev1Nation says, hello, welcome to the community. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you are. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the community. And I suppose this is actually optional, right? There might not be a previous one. Let's make a clarifying variable here. So we'll create the search with the database. We'll find the previous one, and then we'll ask the navigation model to take us there to edit it. Kev1Nation says, I'm new here, new to iOS Dev 2. Cool you sharing here. Yeah, right on. So I feel like we might need to do a guard here, because if we can't find something, then we just want to return for now. Maybe we want to show an error. Maybe we want to show like just create a new one instead, or show like the not found screen. I guess we could leave a note for ourselves here. Should we show a not found screen? Yeah, just sharing my Sunday afternoon coding sessions, making this app for fun on the side. I have tried many journaling apps, and I've tried many to-do apps, and I'm trying to make one that kind of combines some ideas from both of them and some ideas from, TikTok and stuff. I want to be able to like just swipe up to like make more, like make a new card, and then kind of go back and label what that entry was about. Cool. So I think we're in a buildable state. Let's start writing a test for this. Yep, we're buildable. So let's head over to our tests. New file, unit test class. Next. Chronological plot point search tests, I suppose. Yep, that's a great place to stick it. So of course we're going to import XCTest, and then we want to import the app. And iOS has this thing where you can import an app as @testable, which means you can access the internal fields, which is really helpful for testing. We don't need all this other stuff though. Oops. So let's see. I guess the first thing we want to do is I guess we can use kind of the given when then syntax. But they don't really make really great test names. Let's just say finds previous plot point. Oh yeah, and I'm calling each of these plot points, but I feel like maybe they should be called stories. I feel stories are a little bit easier to say and remember. But they are called plot points for now. Let's see. So let's create our database in memory so we can make some searches on it. Rakitaki Rompa 696969 says, what is a class? It's where you go to school and you can take a class and learn about what a class is. I'm not sure how to help you with that one. I'm very bad at teaching. But welcome to the community. Is that a joke? Oh, I thought you were joking. So I was playing along. So we have the local app database. We want to get the fixture queue. And that's going to be an in-memory database that has all of our fixtures in it already. So you can see a database queue is just an in-memory database. We're going to migrate it with our migrations and then insert our fixtures and then return that. Final class. Is that your final class for the semester? Nice. So then we'll create our repo. Oh, whoops. I guess I guess my types aren't exactly aligned here. Because what is this? What is this supposed to look like now? If we do it at this level, then it's local app database dot read. It's doing all this stuff. We have like a transaction side of a transaction. That's not exactly what we want going on here. And of course, do we need try? Yeah, we need try. Yeah, I suppose we could do it. We could do it like this. We just pass in the fixture queue like as the argument. And then find previous from. So here we went to yeah, I guess we're going to look at the fixtures and see what the previous one would be so we know what to expect in the expect side of this. Yeah, so we have all our plot points here. And let's see, which one has a previous? I guess they all do. So this would be plot point dot fixture dot. And the example is when we aired episode 10. I'll say that's the ID. And we expect guess we expect the one that it returns to be. Where did our fixtures go? I guess we expect it to be episode 9 as the previous one. Let's see, this is a little bit hefty. Let's split this into separate lines. And this can throw. Oh, call can throw, but not marked with try. Okay, let's put that in. And I'm expecting this to fail. Oh, so I guess this needs to possibly throw. Then that's going to trickle back up to the UI, and I don't want to deal with that. Guess we could wrap this in a task. And then we'll have to do this part on the main actor. Something like that. Yeah, so then this needs an await. And we'll make these async throws, which means this needs the await keyword also. Let's see, does this make the compiler happy? It does. Right on. Okay, so let's run this test. Oh, so the compiler's unhappy here. So we can label different test methods as async, which is really handy for testing async stuff. Cool. So we got the failure that I was expecting. So let's go ahead and see how we can actually implement this now. Yeah, we're always returning nil, so of course it's always going to fail. Let's see. So how do we want to do this? I guess we want to say we want to select from all the plot points, order them by date, and make sure that they're after or before the date of the ID that we send in. So let's start with that. So I'm going to fetch one from the database, and we're going to pass in some SQL. We'll do triple coded so we can do multiple lines. So we'll select star from, and what's the name of this table? I guess I need to look that up real quick. Let's look at the migrations. Plot point, okay. Select star from plot point. Where what? Our plot point dot date is bigger than. So we're passing in an ID. So I guess we need to first find the ID of first find the date of this ID. So we can do a common table expression. We can say with so let's call it current date. No, that's not a great name. With not a great name. That's the best I can think of right now. There we go. There's caps lock. Select date. Where's caps lock? There we go. Nope. Select date from plot point where ID equals question mark, and this is what we're going to pass in. We can pass that in now so we don't forget. Okay, those are sort of not that interesting as far as errors go. Um, Order by uh, plot point dot date. And this will be, so the previous one, yeah, I guess descending, right? And then limit 1. I think that'll do it. Maybe we should call this the from date because it's the date that we're using to sort of bisect. Okay, let's run. Oops, I ran all the tests. Didn't mean to do that. Let's just run the one. SQLite error, select syntax error while executing. Okay, did I let's see, I know I've written other common table expressions in this project, so we can take a peek. Oh, I forgot the word as. Okay, let's add as, and I guess there's no comma. No such column from date. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is the whole, it's treating this as a table, which makes sense. I was I was treating it as a single variable. So that was, I think this will work better now. No such column. No, there's the date is right there. What's the error? No such column from plot point date. If I label this as star, will that help? No, I still can't quite find it. Huh. Let's do it not as a common table expression. Let's put it in as a subselect. So select star from plot point where plot point.date is bigger than. Oh, this actually should be a less than, huh? Yeah, which makes sense. We got a nil. There we go. I guess that does read a little bit cleaner. Than with the common table expression. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead and keep it looking like that. Okay. And I guess we should also do a test that when it can't find one. So I guess the first one here won't have anything previous. So let's use this as the example. We can just assert nil on the actual. Cool. Yeah, that passes right away. So let's see. Were we using this in the app? This was over here. Yeah, so I wonder if we just run the app. We have the rest of this all set up. So if I open this one and click up, it keeps finding itself. So we're finding the previous from the one that we're currently on. Then we say we should go edit it. We close the popover and we set the open plot point ID to what we just passed in. This does look like it should be working, but I guess it's not. The up arrow doesn't do anything at all. Oh, because there isn't an ID yet. Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah, if there's no ID yet, you just want to go to the most recent one. But I guess we don't even have that working. So if I go up from here, nope, it still keeps. Wow, everything. Wait, something's stuck. Everything I edit is. So wait, Sunday, Friday. Wait, why do these have the same text? On Friday, what we worked on was App Store deployment scripts. Okay, so that's saved. Okay, now that now they are different. I'm not sure how they became to be the same there. So if I go up, now we're on Friday, but the text hasn't updated. And now it's overwritten Friday. Whoa. Okay. So, what's happening there? Okay. So when this changes, it should close it and open a new one, right? I mean, that's what I was hoping for. Oh, the state is it's being saved in a state, which I guess is fine, but it's not reloading. This should be reloading it here. Oh, is it because I made this a constant here? Let's try removing that. I'm not sure though. Well, at least I know now to look at the date, not the text, because the text is not loading right for some reason. So Friday. I guess we should go Sunday and then go up to Friday. Nope, still on Sunday. Can I select everything? If I open it, it says Friday. Yes, I'm on Sunday. I click up, and Sunday reopens. Sunday's there, Friday's there. So click on Sunday, click the up arrow, or on Friday, but the text has not updated. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Rahane1991. Welcome to the community. Hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. Man, so what am I doing wrong? Or what's happening that I don't understand? It keeps it keeps finding Sunday. So that's Friday, but the text hasn't updated. Rahane1991 says, I am, and thank you. That's great to hear. Wonderful. Let's see. Where am I loading up the text? Maybe I need to change how I'm doing that. Because when this is created, it's pulling the text from here. I guess let's put a breakpoint here and see if this is where the problem is. Okay, so let's select everything again. Come on. Select everything again. Delete it. Let's just say Friday for now. Okay, so we're opening up Sunday. Okay, so we're here. The text that we currently see is plotpoint.text is yes, that's the expected for there. So let's play forward. We're here again. Okay, so we see working on this app again today for Sunday. Okay, play forward again. And then when we click the up arrow, the text here is Friday. That's good. That's what I was expecting. If I play forward, it didn't actually update. Is it because it's like a state? It's like floating off in space. It's like a reference to it or something. Because we saw it come through with the text we were expecting, and then we get the text from Sunday, and now this is going to save on to Friday as soon as we close the window. I guess for one, this this animation isn't that great. um, so like it comes all the way down and then comes all the way back up. I feel like if we were to like sort of swipe up or like push one of these buttons, we'd kind of expect it to more like flow in a TikTok kind of style. And perhaps that's what I kind of need to do here, to have the other ones kind of loaded up already and not trying to like edit a state that's in memory already. I guess what I'm trying to say is if we keep working on the app, this issue might solve itself. Since solving it in the way that we have it here isn't what I want it to look like anyway. Or at least that's the idea. So, how are we going to do that? So I guess we have like, so if this screen is going to be loaded up with a previous and next, then I guess we need to do that. We need to load this up with a previous and next. So that'd be maybe like previous, current, and next, something like that. Yeah, then how did we do this on the color screen? Oh, I guess before we get too carried away with that, errors from here are not handled? Yes, they are. Okay, it's caught up. I feel like I want to maybe commit what we have right now before going off on too far of a journey here. let's see. So what do? We added some tests around the previous and next. I guess we didn't do next. To find. So we wrote the chronological plot point search to find previous. I keep wanting to call them stories, but they're not called stories yet. I do want to do that rename. But I guess after we have kind of a first version kind of working. So anyway, we created the chronological plot point search to find the previous plot point. Wrote tests for it. And we tried hooking it up to the UI. It doesn't quite work in the UI. Cool. So the last time we tried this this tab bar stuff, that was on the colors screen. And we had a tab selection. Oh, so I guess these could come from the navigation model. Where we have like the current, this is like the current edited plot point ID. Yeah, and perhaps we could have like the previous and next in here also. Maybe. Or that could be the responsibility of this thing, of the plot point screen. We actually go up here, like I'm trying to edit this one, but it's your responsibility, plot point screen, to find the previous and next. Well, let's start by re-implementing this tab bar thing. So we had a tab view inside of a geometry reader, and we have a tab selection. And I guess on this color screen, we were just like iterating through colors, which is fine, but we're probably going to want to do something a little bit different. And so then on the tab view, we have these modifiers to rotate it around. It's taking a regular looking tab view and rotating it. And that's on the tab view, right? Yeah, the geometry reader is still all the way on the outside. Yeah, we had an on change here just to kind of keep track of stuff for debugging. I think for now this will be just the plot point ID. Or should it be like a list of these things? Elias1K says, hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Right on, thank you. Yeah, just having a relaxing, chill stream. The moment I followed you, says Elias1K, the power went out. Oh my goodness. Well, hope everything's going well for you over there. Sounds like maybe the power's back on, which is a good thing. Yes, lol, it is. Oh, good. Good to hear it, Elias 1K. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to make, just going to use integers here. Expected member name. Well, there is a member name here. So yeah, let's see what happens. So if I go to edit, ooh, I'm missing a rotation somewhere. Yes. Each one needs this this rotation on it. There we go. And now if I swipe up, I get the red. Okay. I swipe down, I get. So yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. If you scroll in here, it doesn't move. If you scroll up here, it closes the whole thing. If you scroll at the top here and on the sides, yeah, we're gonna have to see how that feels like in the app. But I feel like that's a little bit nicer than having to push a button. I guess the other thing I'm noticing is that yeah, I think I need to kind of be careful about where the current ID is stored. Because I guess technically we've kind of navigated to a previous one here. And I'm not exactly sure what to do with that. Like, I mean, it kind of like draws into question the whole like architecture of the app, right? Sort of icons aside, like edit, when you click it, just open up the most recent one, and then you're supposed to be able to like scroll back or something, or just click on one directly to edit it. Then write is supposed to always give you a blank sheet of paper right away, new, start writing, right? But then I guess this also has like an up and down, which maybe the new one just shouldn't. If you create a new one, you shouldn't be able to go back up. Well, that's not true, because if you start writing, you swipe down to get a new sheet of paper, and then you want to go back up. Like, that should be possible. Or at the very least, you should be able to, scroll down to make a new one. Yeah, so I guess I'm convinced on how I want this screen to work. I'm not convinced yet on how I want edit to work. I guess I kind of want them to work kind of the same, right? I guess if there isn't a next one, down should say make a new one. And then it's just the same screen, just are we starting at new or at the most recent one? Which does sound pretty easy implementation wise. It does sound useful for like actually using the app. Okay, so how do I put that into words? Elias1K says, do you have a YT channel I can follow? I do. It's linked from my, never mind, found it. Right on. Yeah, full queue developer on basically all platforms. Oh man, I can't even spell my own name. How do I delete this? Cool. Glad you got it, Elias1K. Yeah, up there now is just previous streams, and I'm hoping to make some edited content as well, some tutorials for some of my open source projects. For example, how to get started with those. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, hearing that people like what you're doing is such a huge motivator for me, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so I was kind of talking through how I want this to work, and I really liked it, so I wanted to write it down. That's what was happening. And I have a little notes here. Let's put all this down out of the way. So when given on, oops, it's still caps lock. Given I'm on the main story screen, when I tap right, then I see a blank, not blank screen, blank text editor. Elias1K says, I just started learning Swift and I like the vibes here. Oh, right on. Thank you so much. Yeah, try to keep it chill, just sharing what I'm working on. Like I would be doing this anyway on a Sunday afternoon, and I'm sharing it with whoever wants to vibe. Given I'm on a new right screen. When I swipe down or press the down button, Elias says, I love it. Keep up the good work and the content, Purple Heart. Oh, thank you so much, dude. Or thank you so much. Yeah, if you have questions about Swift, feel free to ask them in the Discord. We've got some friendly folks in there. So I'm given I'm on the new right screen. When I swipe down, then I should see a yet another new right screen. given I'm on a new right screen from the original new right screen, when I swipe up or press the up button, then I see the original right screen. I kind of going back. Elias 1K says, I joined. Thank you. Oh, right on. Welcome. Given I'm on a new right screen from there's open right screen, when I swipe down or press the down button, yeah, so that's the behavior for the right screen. So we can give this a title. And do we want to do the edit screen? I think so. I want to just kind of get it all written out of my head. Given I'm on the main story screen and I tap edit, I see the most recently created story. Given I'm on the edit screen, when I swipe down and press the down button, I see a new right screen. Yeah, and then it just it's all the same from here. Given I'm on the edit screen and I swipe up, then I see the previous most recent story. And I guess if I'm on the right screen and I swipe up, I haven't quite said what said what should happen. I think I want to act basically the same. You're just starting at one point or the other, but it's the same. Excuse me. It's the same. Basically, it's the same screen. Given I'm on a new right screen, when I swipe up, I see the most recent edit screen. Okay. Yeah, so that's the behavior. And what's all this down here that I wrote before? I didn't want to read this too much. Elias 1K says, is that an IDE you're using or Xcode theme? So I am using Xcode for writing iOS, but for just editing a text file, like I don't know if Xcode even sees this file. It looks like it doesn't. Yeah, so to just edit like all of the what's it called? Just normal files. I'm using an app called Nova. It's made by, I think, Panic, I believe. And I've been using it for, I think, since version 9. So I think it's like about a year or so now. I don't know if they have like release notes or something. I could tell you how long I've actually been using it. Yeah, I like it more than VS Code, and I like it more than Sublime, and I like it more than, I guess, anything else I've tried so far. Previously, I was using VS Code, I guess because it's free and because it's so popular. But I guess for larger projects, it was just starting to get a little slow. And Nova is a native Mac app, so it runs. I haven't had any performance issues with it the way I have with VS Code. If it's like a smaller project, I think VS Code is still a wonderful product. But it is, I think it's called like Electron, where it's like basically a website inside of an app. It's not a real app. I'm putting scare quotes around it. I believe the VS Code is written in all JavaScript, which is how they make it so wonderfully cross-platform. But as a primarily Mac person, I really want stuff that works well on the Mac. Okay, so we have our behavior. Elias says, I'm using VS Code and my ADHD loves to change software. Right on. No, I love trying new stuff too. Okay, so then how do we get to here from where we are now? Like, so this is working. I'm on a right screen, I swipe down, I see yet another new right screen. This is not working. And I'm not exactly sure how to, how are we going to get there from here? Rahane 1991 says, all Electron apps eat resources. Slack is also run on Electron. Yeah. Yeah, that was the joke when they announced the new Mac Pro. The people on Mastodon or whatever were like, "Oh, finally, I can run Slack with without the fans turning on." Just joking about how much resources Electron apps can take. I'm not here to badmouth Electron. Just I do prefer natively written software. When I write my Android apps, I write them in Kotlin. When I write my web apps, I write them in JavaScript. I do feel a native approach just gives the best user experience. Yeah, so it's like kind of like so easy to write down what I want, and now how am I going to do this? How am I going to support swiping down to go to the next one? Yeah, I guess like with the colors. Yeah, every time we swipe, we can have like 3 kind of in memory at the moment. Franz Serter List, hey, welcome back. How you been doing? And thank you so much for the subscription. Hope your apps are going well. So if we're going to do sort of 3 open at the same time, I do want to rename mode to basically anything else. Are we out of music? Do I need to find new music first? Yes. Let's get some new music going. Do 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 do. Let's try this playlist. Franz List says, I am fine in developing indie apps meanwhile. Right on. That's awesome to hear. I love hearing about folks making their own apps, creating the future themselves. Franz List says, but in iOS, there's a problem in my country. I don't know if it's the same in the world, like a junior iOS developer getting 1K apply in 30 minutes. Oh, a job getting 1,000 applications in 30 minutes? Yeah, I guess I don't really know that much about job markets. But that doesn't sound so surprising. I know that a lot of people need a job. Franz Fergalist says, so like finding a job, even internship, is impossible. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that sounds tough. You have to pay for an internship. Wow. That that I don't know what to say. That doesn't sound so good. Yeah, I know other streamers out there are like help people like find jobs or like go through resumes and stuff. I don't really do resumes on this channel. I'm just sharing my Sunday afternoon coding. So if we have like a previous, next, and current, then when we swipe through, we can maybe like update these perhaps? Or should this kind of be all three at once? At state, far state. Something like that. Franz List says, I am learning TensorFlow. I am good at math, and people are not good. Maybe I should go for AI. Yeah, that's an idea. Elias 1K says, I read about an iOS dev from Egypt working remotely. You can't apply remotely as well? That's another idea. Right on. And I guess there might not always be a previous, like, if you edit the very first, plot point and you go up, you shouldn't really see anything. Rayhane 1991 says, something about the state being three things at once just feels off. Yeah. Yeah, at that point, it's sort of becoming like the model for this screen. Elias 1K says, good luck, man. I know it can be tough sometimes. Yeah, man. Hope things work out. The state of any one thing is its state. Yeah, seems weird. Yeah. I guess the positive intention of kind of doing this is that it would be like a few of these. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, I think I'm getting a little too far in my head. Because I do want to have like a tag selection based on the ID, I think. But that's just going to be, let's see. Instead of doing previous, next, current, what if it was like a list of these things and then something like yes, we need to like get this pull this out a little bit. Let's see. I got kind of a few things going on at the same time here. Oh, what do we want to call this? Like a it's called a mode view for now, since it's going to take a mode, I think. This is going to be plot point screen dot mode for now. For our body as some view. Screen dot size. So it needs the size as well. Let's see. So then it also needs the tag. Going to tag it with the ID, I suppose. And up here we can tag it with mode.new maybe. Elias 1K says, well, gotta go. Nice to meet you and everyone. Good luck and have a nice day. You too. Thanks so much for joining the community. Hope the rest of your day is wonderful. So if we're going to do that, then this needs to be hashable. Okay. Let's see. Where's our errors now? Today's date title. Okay, so we can pull that in. Okay, who is upset now? Because I think did I not fix this? Oh, this is the old one. Okay, yeah. So now we're going to loop. Now we're going to loop. We're going to say for each. And what do we call this? We call this list. Then inside of here, we'll say mode view, and the size will be the screen dot size, and I'll pass in the mode. And I think I can. I forget if I need this or not. Oh, it has to conform to identifiable. Okay. Let's go ahead and add identifiable conformance. So if it's new, will just be the word new. Look what it did to ID, lowercase ID. It's like an iPhone. Well, here we'll just use the UUID string. Okay, so build still fails. All right, because we're initting with this. Okay, so this is all true. So we'll still take it as an initialization parameter. But then I want to sort of populate this list with a few things. So we're definitely going to select the one that we just initted with. Rayhane 1991 says, sorry for the nitpick. Can we call it mode list instead? That's not a big deal. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I feel like mode isn't even the right word, is why like everything is kind of weirdly named right now. But yeah, we can definitely do that. And we can change where we are iterating from. No, I do love feedback from chat, so thank you. Thanks. Then I guess to start, mode list is used. Oh, right. So we need to say, yeah, to init it this way, we have to say state with initial value is this, and do the same thing down here. There we go. Build succeeded. So I feel like, yeah, when we so this should just look the same. That's what I want to say. This should just look the same for now. Yeah, there's no previous ones. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is, I think on appear, we want to sort of populate the forward and back ones. Yeah, so we're going to sort of asynchronously load some stuff. And yeah, this is starting to get really messy here with everything going on here, but I'm not sure if this is I'm not sure yet if this is the direction I want to go, so I'm not cleaning it up quite yet. So I guess we want to say something like load previous and next from database. And then we want to say something like self.modelist equals previous, the current mode, and next I think that's kind of what we want to do. Oh, and this would have to be on the main actor. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So let's get a reference to the database. And then that that search we were using a little bit earlier, we can just use that again now. Search equals, what's it called? It's like chronological search or something. Yeah, here it is. Say previous equals search dot find previous from. Oh, so now this is like, is this a new one? um, ooh, so this is well, let's write it out and then and then clean it up. I do kind of sometimes get into cleaning it up before I write it, and that never works out so well. So tab selection and the current mode are kind of the same thing. Oh, but not really. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So if we're on a new one versus if we're on an edit. Okay, let's leave this one blank for now. Let's focus on kind of the, if we're currently editing one. And then these might be nil. Yeah, so if we're on an edit and next is nil, then we want to add in sort of a dot new there. But still want previous. Oh, so this will be a dot edit of the previous, because this is an ID. Oh. I see. So we can say dot map of dot edit. Yeah, so that's an optional mode. And next will not be optional. There'll always be a next. And if it's nil, then we'll default it to a new one. Yeah, and then we can say why can't this find mode? Oh, I never saved it. Interesting. Rayhane 1991 says, "I'm about to head out. Nice meeting. I joined the Discord as well." Oh, awesome. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so I guess this is tab selection, huh? Okay, so I think, yeah, so then, oh, call can throw. Yeah, so try await. Oh, and find next doesn't even exist yet. So we need to do that. Find next. And this is going to be basically the same thing, just opposite. And we should definitely write a test around that also. Oh, did I? I might have almost done this already. Okay, but anyway. So this is finds next plot point. Alex, hey. Just subscribed for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much, dude. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Glad to see you. Yeah, we're doing some fun Sunday coding. Had a few new friends stop by. So right now we're writing tests for finding next and previous. Actually, this one's going to be nil. Alex says, at work trying to do some stupid IT stuff that doesn't want to work. Stupid Windows, LOL. Oh, man. My sincere condolences. Yes, I am terrible at IT as well. See, I can copy this from up here. So the next from episode 9 would be episode 10, of course. Find next plot point, find next from episode 9 should be 10. Yeah, so I was expecting these to pass because we did just implement them. Oh, but we got a build failure. Invalid conversion from throwing function of type at sendable async throws void to non-throwing function type. Oh, so I'm not supposed to throw inside of here. Okay. Guess let's print the error for now. I don't want to get bogged down on here at the moment. Hey, it succeeded. That's great. So is this time to try this out in the app? And then we get to do some cleanup. Let's see. So if we click on Sunday, we see Friday. Why is that? It was on Sunday and it switched to Friday. What? Why is it doing that? So if you go previous, it just gets stuck. And we keep seeing Sunday again and again. Huh. What? I mean, the tests were passing, so why would it be doing that? Previous from episode 10 would be episode 9. Yeah, so this is this. What are we? What are we getting back? Let's see. Let's put a breakpoint. Oh, I didn't take care of the new branch. Okay. Well, before getting too excited about something not working, let's implement this side as well. So if we're on a new, then we do want to find the previous if it's there. Do we want to say the tab selection again? And then do we always want to say .new? Let's try it. Oh, so yeah, when there's no ID, it's always going to find the most recent. So we need yet one more function here. Which I guess could be nil. Like we could have just opened the app. There could be nothing there. And it's going to be all this. But we don't need that sub-select. And let's add a test for that. Yeah, no arguments. And I guess we won't have like a null version of this test because that's going to be, oh, no, we can make a null version of this test. I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, find most recent. That should be 10. And then finds most recent nil. So if we don't use the fixture queue, if we just use like an empty in-memory database, then this will be nil. Cannot find something in scope. Oh, true. Yeah, this is supposed to be find most recent. Okay, let's try running those tests again. Yay. Okay. So let's try the app again, this time with both sides of that switch hopefully working. If I edit and yeah, let's not look at the breakpoints quite yet. To jump to Friday next to Sunday. Okay, yeah, what are you getting? Is this not running or like what is happening? What is going on? So is this like not running each time we change? Let's see, on change of tab selection. Don't care about the value. We just want to trigger all this. Yeah, so on load and on whenever we change the tab selection. Oh, it wants, we can just move the parens over and that'll make the compiler happy. Build succeeded. Okay. So let's try this again. Okay, we're going to edit Friday. Somehow we got Sunday. Not sure how that happened. There's no previous. There is a next, which is Sunday. And we keep getting Sunday. Okay, what is going on? Let's put some breakpoints in. Swipe down. Let's put some breakpoints in further out. Whoa, what is going on? So this is not getting called at all. We're not getting a... We're not hitting this breakpoint at all. And, Okay, so on load, we're hitting this. I don't know why we're hitting that line so many times. But let's see. So we get, what is this going to evaluate to? 3 values. Wow, thank you. That's helpful. I guess let's print them out individually. Oh, they're right here. So it's an edit, and a... Oh, I guess we're ready to have tab selection there. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so now... What? What on earth? I wonder if it's an ID thing, because I might have 2 things that are called new. Okay, so if I go back, and I go back again, Yeah, it's we're not getting this this on change for tab selection. Why? Does it need to be moved like inside or something? Halleck says this is an interesting UI design. It's a vertical scroll view for each to-do item today. Yeah, I guess we're kind of diving in more to the journaling side of the app and gonna come wrap around back to the to-dos a little bit later. Um, yeah, you can see like I want to figure out like how are these to-dos gonna be like pulled out, because I want to have like maybe next steps, but that would be like a separate screen. I'm like, well, that doesn't feel good either. I feel like, yeah, I'm not exactly sure exactly what to do yet. But I guess the overarching idea is, yeah, you write a bunch of little blog posts to yourself, you label them with the storylines that they're a part of, and then at some point you click on the okay, we're still like debugging something. I'll finish the sentence in a minute. Yeah, so the main idea of the app is you write a bunch of little posts, little notes to yourself, and you can label them with the different sort of storylines you have going on in your life, and then somehow magically, haven't figured out yet, the to-dos are going to show up here on the act screen. And then sort of help you find like small tasks to do if you have like, well, I got 5 minutes before this phone call that I have to make, or like, oh, I've got 2 hours because I just got home, but I'm a little tired. So it's like to help you organize your to-dos, discover the to-dos that you want to do from your based on your mood and stuff is kind of the goal of this app. I started using the app. I got it on test flight on Friday, so I was using it a little bit yesterday, and I really need this. I really need this like swipe to make a new one, so that's what I'm working on today. And I should also figure out how to get this on test flight for everyone who's tuning in. But that's at least not today. uh, yeah. So right now, when I change the tab, we're not getting a callback. And it's somehow stuck on Sunday. I don't understand. Yeah, let me take like a 5 minute break, clear my head, and let's. Sometimes that helps figure out what's going on. I will be right back. Thanks so much for sticking around. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Before the break, we were feeling a little stuck because whenever we swipe down over here, we're getting the same screen. And even though I assume the tab selection is changing, it doesn't actually seem to be changing, which feels a little weird. And maybe it's not changing. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, so I guess we can maybe be a little specific about how we do this. So on load, what do we want to see? We want to see that find most recent. Yeah, these should be different, right? Okay, so let's start the app from the top. Command R. Hit the right screen. And what do we get? Let's step over. Oh, that stepped in. Okay, also let's play through to let's run that a few times. Okay, so now we're here. Previous is edit. Previous dot ID is 2EF. Okay. So if I scroll up, yeah, we're not. We're not getting this on change of tab selection. By implementing hash into instead. No, ID is a string. I don't need to get the description of it. Just like not sure what it's doing to hash these things. Like, why is this not matching? Is that what the problem is? Let's see. So right, get empty. That's fine. Let me go back. But we can't go back further because this on change is not firing. I guess let's Google for that. Let's see. Tab view, SwiftUI, tab selection on change. Oh, this one's deprecated. It's only available in iOS 17 or newer. I guess that's true, but then why isn't it firing? Warbull3, welcome to the community. It says, how are you? I'm doing well, but I am feeling a little stuck. I'm feeling a little stuck. When I swipe up, keep getting the same post, and it's supposed to be sort of gradually scrolling through the posts, and it's it's stuck. It's stuck, and I'm stuck, and then I can't go back. Warbull3 says need to take a break from working. Right on, man. Yeah, what are you working on? Half forward and back are missing. Nope, still loading into the same one. And so the initial value is what we started off as. Warbull3 says, been working for the last 12 hours on building out the Bitbucket pipeline with the DevOps team. We're trying to auto scale with Linux Docker containers and get rid of all Windows servers. Oh, cool. That sounds like a fun project, but maybe 12 hours is a little too much all at once. I'm going to try taking the size out of this. Put it outside here. This is not going to have any effect on what's going on with our database, just really trying to figure out what's going on. So I was not able to find a previous one, which is weird. Also, it clicked on Sunday and got to Friday somehow. I wonder if it's because we're editing the tabs in the middle of the rendering. I wonder if that's what's going on. Let's see, we were using this query at one point. And then did I end up not using this? Yeah, here's the usages in the test, and then I'm not using this right now. Was I using this in the past, though? Because I felt like that was working, and then we kind of took a slightly different direction last weekend, and see, are these buttons doing anything? This one's doing a scroll to. Alex says I have 6K channel points. Yeah, not. Warple3 says we now have the capability to establish a full production server complete with all coding and a functional application within approximately 1.2 minutes. That sounds pretty fast. This not only facilitates auto-scaling, but also aids in managing our regions. Additionally, we're clustering all of our SQL Enterprise RDS servers across various regions, all automated with Cloud Orchestrator. Cool. That's awesome. Establish a full production server in 1.2 minutes. That's cool, dude. Have you posted any tutorials or anything? Let's see. What if I uncomment this? I want to possibly reuse this. Dragon Dust. Hey, how's it going? I'm infinitely scrolling to the same blog post, and I don't know why. Warble3 says, yeah, dude, we're going to post all our stuff when we're done with it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, tag me or something when you post it. I'm curious. Dragon Dust says, good, how are you? Just feeling a little stuck. Feeling a little stuck and a little lost, but that's all good. And I suppose this will take one of these here. Content cannot assign value. Warble3 says we just hired 2 more Flutter devs too. Oh, cool. So what if we use this instead of what we were doing before? Because this, yeah, these will be optional. Okay. Dart is actually a really nice language, says Warble3. Yeah, I have some folks I know really enjoy it as well. What do you like about it? Yeah, so instead of doing this modeless thing, what if we Warble3 says, I like it because we use it for the Flutter framework. It allows us to cross-compile our apps and deploy to both iOS and Android. Yeah, those are some nice ecosystem features. Are you is there anything about the language itself that you like compared to, say, Kotlin or JavaScript? Halleck says, I've always been interested in trying to do cross-platform, but I just really like the native iOS platform. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. Although I guess my Android app, I wrote it in Kotlin, and my websites are in JavaScript. I do try to stay native when possible. Yeah, so if we're not iterating through like a list, we just have like next and previous. Um, Maybe this will work a little bit better. So if there is a previous, then we'll load it and show it, right? With this bit of a tail, I guess. Oh, and also needs the tag. Yes, this says the current also. This is starting to get a little repetitive. That's okay. We can clean it up soon. Oh, this is all wrong. Okay. Warble3 says, I mean, honestly, it's really a preference, right? Just like anything else. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Rudix World says, what native means? Use the same APIs. Yeah, I guess using the tools that the people of the platform that's a good question. Warble3 says, ultimately, the choice between Dart and Kotlin depends on your project needs. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's keep track of them. Yeah, this mode thing needs to be renamed at some point, but it's what we have for right now. So we'll keep track of it so we can switch on it down here. Oops, I did not mean to collapse everything in the world. Oh, so this is loaded already. Oh, cool. So then we can just say previous. So this will be the ID. Alex says, you don't use the same technology APIs though, right? I mean, if you use, say, Vision Kit from Apple, it's not the same as using something on Kotlin, Dart, or Flutter, right? Rudik says, not sure what Vision Kit is. I think it's probably the stuff for the new headset that Apple announced. When you need to use a specific platform-specific SDK, says Warble3, for accessing device-specific hardware, we one example of needing native. Yeah, that's a good point. Rudix World says, but if it has API, the guys from Flutter or Facebook can wrap it. That's also true. It is sort of calling native stuff at the bottom, but I guess it's how many translation layers are there? I guess native is fewer translation layers, which sometimes leads to faster code, sometimes not as much. And then I guess next, if it's there. But if next is not there, then we want to show new. So this is only gonna do like oh, I see. Alex says SDK. That's probably the word I'm interchanging incorrectly with API. And then Warble3 says, but should say Flutter provides a mechanism called platform channels that allow for communication between Dart code and native code, which is a nice feature. Oh, right on. I mean, honestly, says Warble3, I've not really come across many limitations with Flutter, except it doesn't render graphics heavy stuff very well because it's a bit laggy. Yeah, I think that's just my main problem with cross-platform stuff. It's sometimes it can get a little laggy, like Slack is a great example, or VS Code. Dragon Dust says I have to drop out. See you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's see. What do we need to do differently here? Build failed. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Switch must be exhausted. Oh, does it? Yeah, so even if we do it with this approach, it's just going to be like 3. We need to, like on change, we still need to like do something a little different because it's not So we're on Friday. So it didn't flicker. If we go back, there's nothing. But that's not true because we have all these back here from last weekend. Why aren't they showing up? Rudix says, bottom line, you cannot recognize what SDK is used when you use an app. Yeah, some of them get really good. Some of them do get really good. Like VS Code is still very performant, but I guess for some projects I've used it on, it does get a little laggy. Horrible3 says, unfortunately, it's a limitation Flutter uses in its own rendering engine to draw widgets, while native platforms use platform-specific rendering actions. Yeah, that makes sense. So why is there no previous? And did I write tests around this? I think I did. Yeah, there's a test right here. And this one's all passing. Rudix World says, for Flutter, I am impressed Google Pay is made by it. Oh, cool. Warble says, yeah, totally love Flutter. Rudix World says, but not enough to start using it, even if it's only a one-screen app. I mean, for me, Swift is a language that I've been waiting for all my life. I can really express myself the way I like in it, and I feel very comfortable in it. There's other nice languages too, but sometimes you find the one. And sometimes later you get divorced. Like, who knows what's going to happen? So all my tests are passing, and this is not working right in the app. That's pretty annoying. Let's see. We had something working before with this this color screen thing. Let's try putting it in the app again. Yeah, because I'm able to. This one's able to listen to a change on tab selection. Yeah, so this is able to. This works, and we're doing like a reload here. Warble3 says, the thing is, though, I think you'll see Flutter gets so fine-tuned that unless you're building a next-gen game, you're probably not even going to notice it. Yeah, cross-platform has been getting really good. I am not disputing that. Halleck says Swift and SwiftUI cross-platform when? I think I saw something about that recently, actually. Aren't games using different software, says Zerdix World? Yeah, they probably use something like Unity, which is at least somewhat cross-platform. So what is this reload doing that I'm doing differently? I mean, it's just all like stuff in memory instead of actually hitting a database is one thing. So at some point I get to the end, right? Green should be the last one. And at some point red is the first one and I can't go past it. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I want it to work, but for actual stuff from the database. And I have stuff set up to do it, and it's not doing it. Warble 3 says, honestly, I think the best games are using C++. I know Unreal Engine 4 is using C++ underneath the covers. Yeah, I've never really done game programming. Yeah, I still kind of want to use this approach. Like as the tab changes, like update the underlying array of stuff. Warble 3 says Unreal Engine 4 is very, very impressive, especially the visual builder. Cool. Yeah, I know some game devs really like that one, but I'm not really a game dev, I guess. Maybe let's try just typing it all in again. I guess we need to do some kind of like loading of the previous and next first, like maybe like a wrapper view, and then have stuff passed down to the tab view. Because right now the list of items is, I think, confusing the tab view. Warble 3 says, so do you work for a company or are you an independent dev? Yes. Yes to both of those. This is my own stuff on the weekends. Maybe just like revert everything. I am not happy with all this. Oh, I guess we want to save some of this stuff. Let's see. Let's commit some of the stuff that we do want. That's fine. This was good progress. That's fine. Yep, we want to save that. Not sure about the stuff on the plot point screen though. So let's see. So this is add more searches to the chronological search. Chronological search. And tests. Warble says, nice. Are you familiar with CI/CD? Sure. Yeah, I kind of I kind of really like working with setting up pipelines and stuff. I think most people find it a little annoying, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I like automating stuff and getting it just right. I think because it's a developer experience thing. It's not exactly UX user experience. It's like developer experience, and like creating something for my team or whatever for developers to use is I really like that kind of thing. Okay, so I saved the stuff I wanted to. So where do we go from here? So this is the form with the text view and the nav bar at the bottom. Yeah, I think I need another wrapper view or something. I do like the idea of just initting this with a mode. So there just needs to be like something in between. Cactus Create says, hey, welcome to the community. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday afternoon or morning or evening, wherever you are. We are, and thank you so much for the follow. We are trying to figure out why we keep getting the same screen when we scroll up in our, I guess this is the journaling part of the app, the note-taking part, if you will. And I think we need another like wrapper view in between. Cactus Creates says it's 5:18 in the Eastern time zone. XD came over from Dev Club. Oh, cool. What's Dev Club? The way you're saying it sounds like it might be another stream. Oh, that's funny. Maybe this will be like a binding. And this wants to be I guess that mode thing. Let's try it with like just the IDs. Let's not worry about new right now, because that's not the problem right now. Alex says you can blame me. I dropped your link. Oh, cool. Thank you, Alex. I'll invite you on Discord. Yeah, here's the Discord link. There are others like Compile, Swift, CocoaType, and a few others are there and have a live notification bot. Oh, cool. So I guess we'll use this for now. And then I guess we'll have a for each. So I guess we'll need I guess that'll be a binding to of the current stuff that's loaded. And I guess, yeah, plot point dot ID. Let's just keep this all IDs for now. Let's see, expected a close paren somewhere. Oh, I see. It sure did. There we go. So then from here, we can copy what we used to have back here. Oh, we still need the geometry reader, I guess. So this was the stuff on the tab view, and then we'll have the stuff on each of these. And that was this stuff. Okay, so I think this is what we need for the tab view. So let's try to delete all this other stuff in here. I think we don't need this anymore. And then what are we going to have here? I guess we'll have the plot point tab view. And let's see. So this is going to be oh, that might need a $sign. Yeah, so we have to initialize these somehow. So this is the initial state, I guess. We're not worrying about creating new things quite yet. We're just doing with the list of stuff that already exists, because that's what's not working right now. Let's just fatal error for now, like tab selection. And then we need the list. Yeah, so on change of the tab selection, we want to load previous and next. Oh, right. Yes, we can comment this stuff out for now. We're not supporting the... what is this? Oh, I guess this is tab selection for now. Oh, this is... Okay, we have to go back a little bit. I need to comment, like, all this out. It's going to find the... Yeah, so not... Yeah, so the previous ID... The next ID... Yeah, so we have 3 IDs in a list with the current one in the middle. Oh, I guess these are in fact optional. That's fine. And we can drop the ones that are null using compact map. Oh, what did I call it? Plot points. Okay. Generic parameter ID cannot be inferred. Oh, that should go in here for now. Okay, so you see Friday, but I was expected to find Sunday, which is weird. If I go back, I get Sunday. Man, what is going on? Am I at least getting these on change of? So at least we're getting these on change of now. That's good. So if instead of it's like I want to go forward with bringing back in this the new screen, but this screen is still like not really working. So it's not really a sturdy foundation to build on. Oh, hey, we're going back. Just the title isn't updating. Something's working. DJ ABBA98 says, hello, hello. What's going on here? Just having a fun Sunday afternoon coding session for this little blogging, journaling into Do app, note taking into Do app that I've been working on. And the date is not updating. But other than that, it seems like it's starting to work a little bit better now. So why is the title not changing? Does this not have a title on it? It does not. Oh, okay. No, it does. Plot point title. So why is that not updating? Do we need to put it outside here? Oh, it says navigation title. Is that a navigation title up there? That might not be. Let's see. So I have a tab view, and the tab has a navigation title, and that's inside of a navigation view. Yeah, I guess I could see why it's getting a little confused. I feel like I shouldn't be using a navigation title here necessarily. Let's see, maybe we'll use like a title font there and just remove all of the navigation titles. Possibly even like remove the navigation view. Let's see what this looks like first. And it needs to be bold. Yes, the date is not changing. What's today's date? The 18th. Yeah, I guess because if it was buggy before, all these now have like the same text inside of them. So here we go, Friday, June 16th, Sunday, June 18th. So if I change this, oops. How do you go to the end of a line? I guess you have to do it with your mouse. Friday got rated by Griffing. Okay, so that's sticking around now. I wonder if it was just bad data that was confusing me before. And also the navigation title not updating. That was super confusing too. This does need a little bit of padding. And perhaps this should be aligned left. Too much padding on the bottom. Let's say padding dot horizontal, padding dot. I think I can do it all at once. I can say top leading trailing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit better looking. Okay, we've got a whole bunch that are unintentionally all the same. But if we go back far enough, we actually do see, yeah, different ones. Fascinating. Okay. Cool. So as we go forward, I guess we can turn this into the title bar. We'll just copy this into there. And I guess we'll need the title. There we go. And then you can see that we have like three things, just three views, as opposed to like a whole bunch of stuff and then, two views. So that's the intention there. Keeping it kind of symmetric from this view, from this point of view. Okay. So if we're going to do new stuff, I feel like this would be like a we were calling them modes before, but I feel like action is maybe the better word. So if we call this action, and then we rename this to action, should get a few more errors we need to fix up. Yeah, and I wonder, like, if I take off this navigation stack, Cactus creates, do you do iOS dev for a job as well? Yeah, I have done iOS dev as a job as well. Why is this grayed out? Oh, because, yeah, those are navigation links. Okay, so yeah, so we do need the navigation stack. My current project is, I don't know. I don't really like talking about work on the weekends, if that's okay. Okay, so we do need a navigation stack, and what else? Of course, was just curious. Yeah, right on. Um, Howdy, happy weekend, y'all, says Compile Swift. Welcome back. Hope your weekend's going swimmingly. I do feel like this should go into the inside here at this point, though. And now if I remove this stuff, because this just gets a little repetitive out here, and it looks a little messy too. Good to be back, says Compile Swift. Hello, hello. Cool, cool. Okay, so I kind of want to say that this this was like a whole bunch of changes, and I want to keep all of them for now. Only doing edits to diagnose what was going on. And now I feel like we are ready to, what's the word? Yeah, have this be like the actions again. So if we change this to action, I guess. Guess we'll change both of them at the same time. Oh, actions. And what's the problem here? Oh, so this needs dot edit around it. Same as this one. And this is dot new for both of them. Oh, oops, too many close parens. Cool, yeah, so we want to pass these on down. Which means updating this. This is going to be, yeah, actions again in here. I guess this is plot point screen dot action. And this is action, not ID anymore. Yeah, so ID is So edit is going to be the same as just the ID. And then for new, so it starts with empty text. It's going to be today's date, and we want to format today's date, which I've written so many times now, but let's copy it over one more time. Definitely need a better spot for this, but for now, just copying it over. So this is going to be action.id for the tag. Oh, and one other thing is, yeah, we can put, I think, all of this back. Yeah, so that's a possible previous action. And then this is actions. Yep. Then again, this is I think that should be pretty close. Let's see. Build failed. What is the failure? Oh, okay. Yeah, plural. That's fine. Build succeeded. Okay, cool. Let's see how we're doing. So if I edit Friday, I see Sunday. Why? Oh, are these going like backwards or something? Because wait, we were looping through these. So previous should be first, current, and then next. Why does it think today is Friday? How is that the most recent? Let's take a closer look. Oh, it's just ordered by updated at, not by date. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Still thinks it's Friday? Order by date, limit by 1. Huh. Well, let's use the same one that we're using elsewhere. We have that new chronological search thing that we've been using. cool. Yeah, we can delete all that. So at least now we're using something that's tested. Oh, what happens if there isn't one? What was here before? Oh, I force unwrapped it. uh, beta software. Okay, so I click edit. I'm getting Friday. Why? So if I make a new one for the... Wait, I clicked right and we got an edit? Wait a second. Oh, it just shows the pop-up. I guess it really should be the same pop-up, huh? Yeah, because if we do like over here and then over here we do is like edit of this ID. I'm trying to replace these two fields is what's going on. So we'll make a new app published. So these two go away. Okay, build succeeded. So there's still a little bit more to do. Yeah, if we delete these, the compiler will take us in the right direction. So I think now we can just pass in the action just like that, which is nice. So there's not two of them. And we can say nav dot create. What's it? Plot point new? Yeah, there we go. And plot point edit. Okay, cool. Let's see. Did I run it? Yeah, okay. So if I click edit, yeah, we see that. If we click right, we're still getting a... that's not what I was expecting. So we click new. We do get this breakpoint. So then Why is it not? Why are we not seeing new? I feel like that's going to be. Yeah, I guess let's see what's going on at these breakpoints. Okay, so let's close it. Let's click new again. We are on the new side. Find most recent. So what is previous? Previous is an edit of 2E. Okay. Wait. So I have tab selection second, but it's not showing that. Yeah, it seems like editing the tabs kind of live like this is really confusing SwiftUI. Yeah, I guess I'm I'm trying to like change out from under it the the tabs. So instead of doing it like after it loads, like maybe do it like as it's loading, like show a spinner maybe. Hmm. But I do want that. I do want that like that swiping motion though. So I want the tab selection to be this constant, or like it updates. The tab selection updates, and then we update everything around it. That's what I'm hoping for, and that seems to be not what's happening. Let's see. Is anyone else experiencing this in the entire world? Let's see. Tab view SwiftUI update tabs. Update tabs. Keep same tab selection. Maybe. They don't need tab items, right? Oh yeah, so let's try seeing the dots. Let's see if that offers like some like confirmation about what's going on. So that's going to be, where's that going to be? Let's say always. So you don't care about the breakpoints right now. See, I don't see the dot 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 that we were promised. I wonder where they are. Let's see, just making dinner plans with spouse B. So if I can't dynamically update the tabs, oh, I know something else we can do to kind of confirm that this is the problem. Yeah, instead of doing the full height, we can use the width as the height. So we can see more than one at a time. Oh, each one's still taking up a full... No, that was just super tiny. Oh boy. Maybe, let's see. Discard this change. What if I take off this framing? Screen size, that width. Yeah, because all these rotations to get this view, it does look a little weird. Yeah, kind of hard to confirm that that's what's going on, huh? We're not seeing the dot dot dots, even though we're asking for them. Because I feel like on this, like in this other screen that we're doing to sort of show that it's working or not, we were able to successfully change the array out from under it, and it was fine. Yeah, we had like this idea of the loaded colors, and then we had like all the colors to sort of simulate the idea of database, and then we had the tab view with all the rotations, just like we have in the real one. Let's see, let's change this to always. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, there they are. The dots are over there. So you can see gray and then white. Then you can see gray, white, gray. Gray, white, gray again. Maybe 3 is like too few for in memory. Because obviously the tab view is getting like super confused. So what if we do like 5 and then update it. What am I trying to say? Yeah, so if we have like 5 tabs in memory, like how many do we? No, we're doing like 3 here. Because I do want to like offer like infinite back scroll. That would be kind of silly to not. Let's see. What's something else we can try? I mean, I guess that is one difference. We're not loading asynchronously afterwards. So what if the tab view manages the actions? Like this is a let instead. Wait. I am getting hungry. I feel like my thinking isn't as strong as usual. Um, yeah, we don't want to do this. Because we could do something like this and like make an action like for each of those things. Let's see. What do we need to do here? I want to do some kind of like width. The one that I wrote already doesn't seem to be like it's kind of the right one. I feel like we want to pass in the action to it, not the ID necessarily. It's like, should I change this one or make a new one? Hmm. Let's see this. That is going to be kind of a big change, huh? Um, yeah, maybe I should take a break and come back to this another time, either later tonight or next week. Um, yeah, thanks so much for all the new folks that stopped by. Thanks for the subscriptions and the follows. You can see a link to all my open source projects on my website, folkUdeveloper.com, and links to my apps on the App Store. And of course, there's links to Discord on there as well if you want to hang out throughout the week. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend.